Okay, so maybe my 10th attempt at recording will do well. This is my walkthrough on Mina, played as a side, even though she's a great support. I'll try and make that my next video, her being played as a tank. And this is my build for her as a support. First item, roam cleansing as always, because CC is such a bother. Gilded Greaves, again CC, and attack speed reduction, instant heal, physical attack bounce, and resurrection is usually what I build on her as a tank and support. But this is what I build on her when I play her as a side and roam, just because sometimes people just like double marksman it up or double mage it up and they don't get the support item, and it kind of is not beneficial. So I just get it anyways. It doesn't really affect me as long as I keep up with the farm. So cleansing, Gilded Greaves, the burn item, just because she's a very short ranged hero and it actually does a lot of damage. Just because everything for Mina is very HP percentage based. And I get the continuous HP regen item, also the green item, because I don't like recalling that much, especially as a side or a tank that's supposed to be sustainable. And then magic defense shield item, sorry I don't really know like the official names, I just call them by what they do. And I think that's Medallion of Troy, and then attack speed reduction item. So yeah, I think those are really good items, period, just for Slayer lane players. Just because they're meant to engage and reduce the attack of the ADC. Yeah, sorry. And these are my basic end all be all. I just have 4 or 5 pages for my Arcana, and then I just kind of apply it to whatever role I play. And this time, since I played her as a side, I just wanted to be tanky for the person I was going to play with. This is the enchantment, and then here we are queuing with my boyfriend who's Jam, and I'm getting him into MOBA games. He's addicted now. I used to play ML before, but it's kind of boring, so yeah. Alright, so we're back, and I chose Mina, and I played her as a side, even though Actually, I don't really mind playing her as a side or a tank, but we had an auto locker. I'm not really gonna complain, because Grak's really annoying. And if someone wants to play tank, so be it. I don't have anything against it, as long as they don't feed. So I'm just looking already. Arthur with his silence is kind of annoying. I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna be going up against him, but you never know, so I just hold off on buying my defense item for my boots until I see whoever I'm going against. And for my little note here, Mina's passive is really, really useful, which is why I'm pausing to explain this. As you can see, each time she gets attacked, where she attacks, she gets a little white notch, and when it fills, her passive can kick in once you use your first skill, which is you do damage based off your max HP, and you actually restore health from it too, so it's really, really useful. Always try to get it to activate, as you'll see in the video, like I did. So once the passive activates, the skills also reset, so I try to use the first skill once there's only 2 or 1 notch left that has to be filled. So yeah, take advantage of that, especially early game. Can even invade if you want, or harass like any of the enemies. And as a Slayer lane player, you should always focus on pushing, but also supporting, the mid lane. No one's really here, which I find really odd, but I'm not really gonna complain about an easy game. And I just always keep trying to push, push, push. Yep, got Gilded Greaves. Wow, they're all here. And I tried to engage, but they all ran away, so I'm like, let's go back. And clear and farm and get gold, because we all love getting our items. Murad showed up for a hot second, and then he left, so... again, just focusing on pushing. And here I am engaging. Mina's actually a nightmare for any squishy heroes. Purely because of how much she can sustain, but also lifesteal and give CC with her taunt third skill, ult, and her second hook skill. You can see he tries to do damage to me, but it doesn't really work. Here I am engaging because I love harassing the enemy team when I play Slayer lane, and it's beneficial and it pays off because we got a kill. And always go back to your lane, always rotate because you don't want to lose your tower, and always adjust your build according to the enemy. One of the things I don't see in AoV as much is good rotations from mid. So if you see there's a lack of that, always rotate when you're side. So you can hopefully win the mid lane. More towers, more objectives is always the goal to winning the game. Even if you're 10 to 21, it's really whoever has the most towers ends up winning. Yes. So always focus on pushing. And I'm gonna probably say that in every single voiceover. So be ready for that. Yeah. Alright. So moving on. I'm just always pushing, pushing, pushing. And I'm not afraid to engage with the Arthur just because I know compared to him I'm pretty farmed up. But usually I wouldn't, just because Arthur kind of annoys me because of his silence. His silence does a lot. And it just hinders a lot of your skills. So, yeah. Hopefully you understand that and don't try to engage and never feed an Arthur. Never, never, never feed an Arthur. Jeez. Okay, so my thing for my VTube model crashed, but I'm back and it's okay. And the Murad came up, but I didn't think he was gonna chase me because of the pure CC that Mina has. I usually like to get them under the tower and just make it attack them. And it was a 1v2, but if I'm fed and I'm kept up with my gold, I don't have a problem initiating. Here it is, the annoying silence, and as you saw, as soon as my passive activated, I always try and get as close to them as I can, because true damage hurts a lot more than you think. And it's honestly pretty fun to harass the enemy with it, and here I am just pushing. I see mid is at half health, the turret, and I'm just going to use my first skill to clear the minis and then push the tower. I had already pushed my bot lane, so I don't really need to worry about that. Never rotate to another lane unless your lane is already cleared, because then there's always a chance of giving the enemy your tower. And we don't want that. And I'm looking at top, and what is going on? Everyone's dying. And I'm like, well, here's my CC to the rescue. I kill the Natalia, clear the lane, and then we're gonna rotate again. So I want a tower dive, which is why I switched to the instant HP regen item. And again, I just engaged for my teammate there as a Slayer player, and it paid off because we got the Arthur. always try to initiate for your team if you're the fighter or playing Slayer lane. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Always initiate once again and go straight for the damage dealer, because as you can see they were panicking and had no idea what to do. But I knew what Mina could do in team fights. She's so annoying to go against, to be honest. Unless you have a mage that can completely burst her down, or someone who can really knows how to position, Mina's a powerhouse to have on your team. Literally just look at that damage. Oh, and I'm gonna tower dive. Boop. Dead. Alright, that was low-key kind of toxic, but I love tower diving, and I saw a chance to end the game, so I don't really mind dying. Thought I got MVP anyways, because of how much I was doing. I was doing the most, so yeah. Yep, I got MVP, I'm pretty sure. Bam. And that's how you play generally Slayer lane, but especially Mina in the Slayer lane. And I'll try and make a video for Mina played as a support or tank, but if you liked, please subscribe or just, you know, give me some feedback, because I'm still pretty new to the game, even though I'm not new to MOBAs. So if you even want to play together, just add me, name's right there, or just comment your UID and I'll add you. Alright, till next time, y'all.